Never trust a bitch, you don't ever break the code. Never trust a bitch, you don't ever break the code. Never trust a bitch, you don't ever break the code. Get to that money, that's all a nigga knows.
This is a Bass Industry world premiere. Real BSE.
Never trust a bitch and don't ever break the code. Getting to that money, that's all a nigga know. You know I'm getting free cause I'm rolling in the dough. I made her suck my dick cause I'm a pretty young hoe. Pretty young hoe, pretty young hoe. Never trust a bitch and don't ever break the code. Pretty young hoe, pretty young hoe. I made her suck my dick cause I'm a pretty young hoe. These bitches lie, these bitches fake, and all I wanna do is stack my cake. Why would I fall in love with another hoe? Cause all I love is my mama and my bro. All the haters in the world, I'll fucking use this auto-tune and fuck your girl. Yeah, I got hoes in every state. She ain't giving up her heart and her pussy I'ma take. Never trust a bitch, you don't ever break the code. Get to that money, that's all a nigga know. You know I'm getting bread cause I'm rolling in the dough. I made her suck my dick cause I'm a pretty young hoe. Pretty young hoe, pretty young hoe. Never trust a bitch, you don't ever break the code. Pretty young hoe, pretty young hoe. I made her suck my dick cause I'm a pretty young hoe. Put your hands up if you know you're pretty. Now do a dance, go and do your little ditty. It's Bassburn, Ocean Gang, EPB and loud though we hold the game. And we dip. I'm a pretty asshole but cold hearted like a bitch. You can take it how you want. Mafia, he made the beat. And we got hella hoes, so we never beat our meat. Never trust a bitch, you don't ever break the code. Getting to that money, that's all a nigga know. You know I'm getting bread cause I'm rolling in the dough. I made her suck my dick cause I'm a pretty young hoe. Pretty young hoe, pretty young hoe. Never trust a bitch and don't ever break the code. Pretty young hoe, pretty young hoe. I made her suck my dick cause I'm a pretty young hoe.
What up? What up? What's going on? It's your boy AD and I'm in the spot. What's happening? Hold on, let me cut that little echo off. What's happening, y'all? Here to do a little real talk. This gonna be a little solo one because you know this finna be a long week ahead. We got SmackDown tomorrow. We got WrestleMania coming up. So this finna be a long week. I'm finna put some time into this one, you know. But I wanted to come out with, you know, another real talk video. I try my best. So this time I'm gonna mix this one up. This finna be a two-parter. It's finna be 5 reasons why some people might say Triple H is racist. And it's finna be about nowadays how we got a lot of people doing anything for attention, because that's kind of getting out of hand. I mean, that's been getting out of hand, but I just want to talk a little bit about that and get into that. We got Hidden in the chat. What up, Hidden? We got Raven. What's up? What's popping, Raven? What's going on, man? Chilling, chilling. Coming at here. So I got this little list right here. I honestly could have added more to this list, and I think it's people out here that could probably add more. I mean, people have been leaving me hella feedback, like comments. I get a lot of comments on my wrestling videos and stuff for like what people be saying and thinking about what's going on. Plus, what I be saying, and man, I've been reading some stuff, and it's a lot of stuff that I already think myself about the situation, but I'm not the only person whoever would say this, or any, it's plenty of people out here I done seen on here saying the same thing. But I'm not here to say like, oh, what I think. I'm just here to give y'all reasons and why people are saying it. And some, not everyone, we know everyone, but there are people that are saying this stuff. So I wrote some reasons down. And again, I got about 6 or 7 here. I'm probably not going to do all of them, though. You said you smoking the cig. Nah, I wasn't. I'm probably going to light one up, though. But nah, was I? I don't know. Did I just put one out? What up, Psyche? He said, rally, ho, ho, ho. What up, Psyche? What's happening, bro? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. So let me get into this. So reason number one, all the returns, all the people that Triple H is, because remember, Triple H is over control. Like, he's over how the matches go. He's over who comes in, who does what, creative control. So when Triple H got in, you notice that he brung a whole bunch of wrestlers back, or he introduced some people, and it was a lot. Remember, he was doing this like every week. Now it doesn't happen as often, but I think it's gonna happen again soon. But the thing is that out of all these people that he was bringing back left and right, none of them were black. None of them. And it ain't even just the black people, it's also minorities as well. Like I've been saying, what you could tell is something going on as well, because I've been watching wrestling hardcore for the past 3 to 4 years nonstop. Like I've been hardcore as hell, and I got a good eye for shit. I'm very good at analyzing things. It's just I don't speak on everything. But I mean, I clearly seen how things changed within these past 5 to 6 months, but I'm gonna get into it. But yeah, so what's up with that? Why bring all of these people? I mean, you done brung like over 20, 25 superstars back to Raw and SmackDown, but none of them are black. Like, not a single one. You see what I'm saying? The only ones that he brung back that were minority was Delgado El Fantasma. That's it. That's it. Out of all the people he brung, those are the only ones he brung back was Zelina and her group. But guess what? They're jobbers. They're jobbers. They don't even have anything going on important. It's like you brung them back just to be jobbers. You didn't bring them back because you wanted to see them get pushed or you wanted something to happen with them. You just brung them back as a tag team that you can job out for your other for your other teams that are not black or minorities, or use them to get over another minority team, like I was seeing how you'll use them to get over on Hit Row, you know and then speaking of Hit Row, where is Hit Row? Hit Row is gone. They're just not even here anymore. Not even here. And what's so crazy about Hit Row is like that was like pretty much the blackest type of talent that y'all had, like being honest, and now you don't even see them no more and they're gone. you know what up, Danny Truth? What's up? He said should have left the not sure option in the poll. This show could go either way. You right, I should have put that in the poll. I might put it back in there. Oh, it's okay though. Yeah, because I mean, I feel you on that, Danny. It is looking kind of, iffy. And the reason why I say this is because we know how certain shows could be. Like, we know a show might look iffy, but then when you get into it, it might turn out good. So it's a possibility, and you never know the surprises, you know. But I know it's a lot of people out here too. Like, I don't know about this one, this WrestleMania. Raven said all of the returns Racist H has brought back are white people or Asian people. Racist H brought back Hero, but made them into jobbers. Yeah, I'm trying to think, did Vince bring them back? Because I remember they were gone, and then they did come back kind of hot, right? And I can't remember the exact time, but then right, they just became just jobbers after that. So that's a good point right there. You brung all of these people back, but you really didn't bring any like minorities or nothing. And when you and if you did bring them, they're just jobbers, you know. And number two is the booking. Now, the reason why I have booking on here is because if you pay close attention, majority of the time, depending on who's fighting who is who's gonna win, you know, majority of the time, your minorities or your black people are gonna lose, especially when they're going against white people. Like, it's pretty obvious at this point, this is what happens majority of the time. And you can see how they set up the matches in a way to make it look like that, you know. Like, I'll give y'all a good example, like Omos. Look at Omos. Omos should be a monster. You know, this man is over 7. He's literally the biggest guy that y'all got. But y'all book him like he's nothing. Y'all never really have him beat anyone important. Every time he does get into a match with like a Braun Strowman or a Brock that's coming up, he's just gonna get beat up and laid down. Like, there's no reason that a guy that big and that strong should not be just laying down house and laying down house. Like, look at Gunther. They got Gunther looking better than fucking Omos, and that don't even make no sense. And I like Gunther, but I don't think they got good plans for Gunther either. What up, Punk? What a Hero without Swerve is nothing but a team of jobbers. I miss Swerve, man. Swerve, I don't even know what the hell Swerve been doing in AEW. See, like I said, man, WWE is becoming more like AEW. AEW does what I'm saying 10 times worse. Like, if you think what's going on in the WWE is racist, go take a look at AEW, because it's 10 times worse, in my honest opinion. Just like with Swerve, you had Swerve with Keith Lee, you had them in the team, but they never really got nowhere. They had the belts for a short amount of time. See, now I'm talking about AEW now. For a short amount of time, and then just made them turn on each other. You know, made the black people turn on each other. And then what did you do after that? You put Swerve in a group with a whole bunch of white guys that's basically imitating black dudes. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm just speaking facts. I'm not a racist or none of that shit. I love all people, but I'm just telling the truth about what's being shown and what's being put out there, because hey, I speak the facts, man. I speak the stuff that nobody else really talk about, because most people, like I be saying, they're on the surface. Most people don't want to dive deep and really tell what's really going on. They just want to overlook shit and just act like it's cool when it's really not. Raven said Bianca Belair barely gets screen time and she is in the Raw Women's Championship. Oh, she's on my list too. But like, yeah, just like I said with Swerve, and look what they did to Swerve. Look what they did with the Acclaim, and y'all know I love the Acclaim. But look what they did to him. They already put him with Daddy Ass. Why they couldn't be alone? Not saying I don't like Daddy Ass, but why they couldn't be alone? You had to put him with them, and then you made his sons end up taking the belts from you. And then what's so crazy about it is the Acclaim was one of the most over teams that they got. AEW, literally, that was literally the most over thing they had, like straight up. And you couldn't say they weren't, because you could look at the crowd and tell. But look what happened. They shut them down, gave the belts to the Guns, and now the Guns then damn near had the belts as long as the Acclaim. And look how the Acclaim doesn't get no TV time and don't really be on, just like Bianca, like what Raven was saying with Bianca. Notice that, just like with the Acclaim. Oh, what? Now they're doing music videos. Just like yesterday on Dynamite. Oh, now they're in these dumbass promos, but they're not really in the ring getting matches, getting over. But you got the Guns there. You see what I'm saying? And yes, with Bianca, let me say what I gotta say about Bianca real quick. And yeah, Bianca, you could tell what they're doing with Bianca is not that great. Like Bianca is your women's champion. She's the only black woman y'all got. Through the whole Raw and SmackDown, she's the only black woman. So that makes you look bad right there, too. Like, why you can't get no other black women on here? Not one, not one. So you're just going to leave Bianca there, and she's just going to be the only black woman there. And not only is she's your world champion, but you embarrass her and make her look stupid every week. I've been watching this shit for I don't know how long. And I swear every week they make Bianca look foolish and dumb and weak and dumb. And they don't give Bianca nowhere near as shine as they give the other people. They give people who ain't even got titles more shine than Bianca. And somebody wrote me a comment yesterday. I think that was Danny Truth. And he was like, notice how Asuka turned on Bianca last week, but we never got no rebound of that. And then last week, oh, it's just some promos of them. Like they don't give a fuck about Asuka, Bianca, the black woman and the minority. You see what I'm saying? So let's not really build nothing up, but let's still make Asuka fuck you up. Shit, what they did to Asuka is bogus, to be honest. That the way y'all flipped her character isn't cool and ruins her push as well. Punk say, I don't think though that Omos thing has anything to do with race. Omos is a terrible wrestler. It's not about being a see. That's what anybody will say. Omos is not that bad. Even if you're not the greatest, you still have size and weight. And why are they there? And why are they intentionally booking you against white men who are supposed to be big and strong too, but not as tall and bigger than you? And then comparing you to them and then setting you in a match with them just so you can get beat up and tossed by them. And it's not about wrestling. It's not about that. Because Omos, again, he's too, but we'll set him up in these quick little booty jobber matches. But when it really comes down to it, he's like weak. Just like what happened to him and Braun the other time. Brock Lesnar, I'm just gonna clothesline you. Like, this man should be destroying the whole WWE right now. Like, damn, I mean, this dude is a giant. You know, they wasn't doing this shit with some of these other giants. Some of these other giants out here was getting booked better than this. It'd be interesting in having an actual sit-down conversation with you to provide an alternate perspective type of conversation about wrestling. I mean, you know me, I'm always up for a conversation. Hey, you know, people may not always agree with what I say, but hey, I stick to what I say though, man, and I mean it. And I got proof and facts to back it up. You know, Raven said, "Money AD drops the link sometimes for StreamYard." Yeah, sometimes, right when I'm chilling. I know I don't really drop it like that, but you never know. You never know. We can always plan something. Psyche said, "I guess you can't call WWE or AEW woke." Nah, man. Nah, man. I mean, look at what happened in Dynamite yesterday. This is why I don't really like AEW like that. It's so damn predictable. Look what's going on with Jade Cargill. Look at how they got this new white woman now basically stealing everything that she's doing and acting like she the next thing up. You know, look at the matches that happened yesterday. You had the black tag team get whooped up by Dean Ambrose and them. You had Willow Nightingale get beat up by Ruby. And then you had that one Mexican guy. I don't really know his name, but you had that one Mexican guy get beat too. You know what I'm saying? And I predicted all of that. Like, every match that happened yesterday was so fucking predictable. That's why I don't even like watching it. AEW was supposed to be the land of opportunity, but you're right. It's worse than WWE. That's why I don't watch it. I noticed the lack of black talent from the beginning, and it never sat right with me. Yeah. And I wouldn't be saying this if I did not think this was true. Like, if I thought this wasn't going on, I wouldn't say it. Like, I'll give you another example. Like Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs he should be been pushed, been doing something. And you see, finally he got that belt from what's the name, but look how much he had to get help, and look what had to happen for him to get the belt. Notice Powerhouse Hobbs did not beat Wardlow just straight up. And to be honest, I actually liked that match. That match that Hobbs and Wardlow was having, I liked that match. But look how it ended. Magically, this guy comes out again, white guy, comes out. oh, he helps you and does everything and basically wins the title for Powerhouse Hobbs, as if he couldn't just win the match on his own. And don't even get me started about that stereotypical Stokely guy. Raven said, I would not be surprised to see Asuka versus Io Sky in the near future for the Raw Women's Championship. That would happen. I'm not even gonna lie. If Asuka wins this title, hell yeah, that match would definitely happen. Cause they don't even got the belts, right? They don't even got the titles. Psyche said, send a link to the guy. Oh man, I know, right? I should have planned that out, man. Next time I probably will have a little link or a conversation. But right now I just kind of want to get through this. But I do need to start planning them out and setting them up ahead of time, start having like people set, instead of being a little random. Hold on 1 second. Let me like this out. Hold on. MJF pouring that drink on that black kid made me not want to watch AEW. Yeah, that was another one that went right over people's head. And remember, I already spoke about that. I already talked about that. I said that, number one, you shouldn't be dealing with a kid for heat. That's number one. And number two, when have you ever seen someone pour water on a kid's head? Y'all ain't never seen that in wrestling. When the last time y'all heard, oh, this one poured water on his head? Y'all know y'all ain't. But he surely poured it on that black kid's head. And what's so crazy about it is when you look at the AEW audience, it's barely any black people in the audience. So it's like, why would you want to use that as a promo? Obviously it was fake, but still, why would you want to put that in? Why you couldn't do that? And even if you did it to a white boy, I'd still be upset. But why would you want to make sure it was to a black kid? See what I'm saying? See, these be the things they try to make you overlook. So this stuff gets deep down inside of you and takes your heart and your soul over, and then you become the exact things I'm describing without even knowing it. Everything is not always like, majority of things that we see is subconscious and it's getting into your souls. And if you don't have a strong enough mind and the heart and the soul, this stuff will change you for the rest of your life. And I'm serious. And that's why this stuff is on the TV screen every day and manipulating and controlling everyone. Psyche Soap said, hell, WWF was way more diverse than WWE. WCW even more so. Yeah, man, back then it was diverse. I will admit. WCW was a little more diverse too. I give WCW a little bit more credit than like AEW. WWF was hella diverse. It still kind of is, but now it's taking a step back. Diversity in the WWE is definitely taking a step back now. Definitely. Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I do need to set that up though. And have like a real little chat about this. We sit here and we talk about this because it's a double topic. I'm gonna get to my other topic soon. I don't want to be here too long. Punk said, I'm about to leave to go out of town, but we can set some time up to do this sometime. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't have no problem. Like, I have no problem. Might be interesting. And just, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you can hit me on here in the comment section or hit me on, I don't know if you got Discord or not, but I do read pretty much all my comments. Okay, let me get to another one real quick. Because I see time is ticking, right? 25 minutes just went past extremely quick. All right, here go number 5. We already talked about Omos. We already talked about Bianca Belair. Here go number 5, the Sami Zayn KO push. Now, this is another reason why people might call Triple H racist. Because Sami Zayn has been clout chasing the bloodline for I don't know how long. And the way the storyline was booked and written is clearly written in a way to make you think that Sami Zayn and KO are the good guys while the bloodline, the melanated people, are the bad guys. And that's not cool either. Because clearly, if you look at this storyline and if you see what happened, Sami Zayn was plotting on them and clout chasing them the whole time. And Sami Zayn is the one who backstabbed the bloodline. Jimmy knew what he was on I mean, not Jimmy. Jay knew what he was on from the get go, and that's why they made Jay look like a fool. You see how the stories are being written? Why is the black person who actually knows what he's talking about is the one written to be the biggest fool? You see what I'm saying? This is why people are saying this. And it's clear as day, Sammy Jane clout chase. That's kind of racist too. To have a white person enter a black group and then have him take all the black people's shine and fame to backstab them. And then when he runs off after backstabbing them, now he's clicking up with white people all easy and cool, like, but backstab them. But now he's using their clout. And look at what KO is doing. KO is treating Sami Zayn like shit, but KO is fine. Why? Because he's white. You see what I'm saying? Because he's white. That's why he's fine. Even though Kevin Owens, clear as day, been treating Sammy like dog shit. And even to this day, I still got that feeling KO is gonna turn on Sammy. You could look at KO and tell. You could tell something ain't right with KO. And Sammy keep being weak for him. But wasn't the bloodline the same group that you were like, oh, I want to be so much a part of and I want to do this and this? See, that's clout chasing. You clout chased a group of black people and then sat there and act like you was better. And then the way Triple H is pushing it, he's pushing it so like y'all just always win and always get the upper hand, always get the shine. Notice that there's no balance to this feud between the bloodline and them. Notice it's just really about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and they're not even the champion. Shit, they're getting more attention than Cody Rhodes. Notice they lowered Cody Rhodes. Shit, where the hell is Brandy Rose? Why is Brandy Rose not here yet? And let's not forget how they treated Brandy Rose on AEW. I'm not gonna forget that. They treated Brandy Rose like crap. I mean, they dogged her out on AEW, and it makes why? Because she's black. You know what I'm saying? It makes you think. Psyche said, "What's the scoop on?" Right now, man, it's only a handful of matches right now. I feel like are okay. Honestly, most of these matches don't really seem that good to me, and they seem a little pointless. I mean, yeah, I'll be into the Roman one and stuff, but overall, I'm not too much of a fan of what's going on. And there's a lot of people that could have been in this WrestleMania that we will not be seeing. I'm not even gonna mention those people. Just as a bonus topic. Yeah. Cause we'll see. We'll see. SmackDown is tomorrow. Tomorrow is their last chance tomorrow. So we will see. But yeah, that Sami Zayn KO push is definitely has like hints of racism in it. And then what makes it so bad is the fact that you know that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are not that good. They're not that great. That promo that they cut on Raw last Monday just was proof of how sucky they really are and how they could never would have held this franchise under a C19 or something. They would have never been holding it. And like I said, notice that they always got to use the bloodline to get over. But every time the bloodline comes out, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens always gets the fucking upper hand. They can't never have a segment where the Usos just beat their ass fairly, when you know damn well they should beat their ass. Come on, this is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn we're talking about. Not no fucking Randy Orton, not no AJ Styles, not no Stone Cold. I mean, the list can go on and on. This ain't no John Cena. This ain't none of this. This is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and we're going to push them like they're the best in the company while making your best in the company, i.e. the bloodline, look terrible the whole way through. Again, people are not just saying these things for nothing. They got Logan Paul in it. Who else? I don't know about any other stars. They might have some performances like in the beginning. They might have some surprises, but so far, the only star I know about is Logan Paul. He's the only one. So, and I can't stand the Sami Zayn KO push. I can't stand it. It's horrible. It's not even entertaining. It's whack. And you see how cheap the writing is. It's so cheap because you know you want these two to keep looking good over them no matter what. No matter if they're looking good, doing great or not. You could tell by the way the matches are getting booked that they just want them to look amazing. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, just like with this Omos. And hold on, let's go back to Omos. Just like with Omos. So why would you have Omos do this whole weight section, right? Where he's standing on the weights, you know, kind of like they do in boxing in the UFC. Oh, let's stand on the weight. So let's show how big and how tall Omos is compared to Brock Lesnar, which he is. He's obviously bigger and taller than him. But watch Brock Lesnar still whoop his ass. Watch Brock Lesnar still F5 him. And that's the whole point of the match. Is to be like, look at this white guy who's clearly not as big as this black guy, but watch, let's beat him. Let's just beat him. And I know, and I done heard plenty of people say, oh, well, he just can't wrestle. Nah, it's not about he can't wrestle. That's just the excuse that people like to use to cover up what's really happening. I mean, come on now. If he really couldn't wrestle, he wouldn't be there. He could wrestle. He's all right. I'm not gonna say he's great, but he's a big guy. Y'all can do a lot more with him. Y'all can. And I know y'all can, man. I know y'all can. But instead, everybody's going to be sitting there watching and waiting for Brock Lesnar to F5 Omos. And then Omos will be back in the background doing shit again like he wasn't doing before Brock came and challenged him, right? Before Brock came and challenged him, he wasn't doing shit. Just like Brock. Brock likes to fight big black men for some odd reason. I don't know. But I don't know why I keep seeing Brock Lesnar fighting big black men, right? You was fighting Bobby Lashley like freaking crazy. You fought Roman. Now you're fighting Omos. I mean, is this a coincidence or what? Raven said Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio storyline has went on for too long. Dominic Mysterio betraying his family to get some coochie from Rhea Ripley is wrong. And yes, Rey Mysterio is on my list. I guess I'm gonna stop because I got more points. I could bring up the Booker T thing. Again, these are just reasons why some people might say that Triple H might be racist. This is just, or just the company itself is just moving away from diversity. But the whole Rey Mysterio thing, the reason why the Rey Mysterio story is so whack, he said, damn, that's whack. The reason why it's so bad is because think about it. Rey Mysterio are your minorities. Dominic is your minority. They were a tag team together. They were father and son. They were working together to be a strong tag team. And you basically made Dominic Mysterio turn on his dad for Rhea Ripley, who is a white woman, Australian woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest, that's what it really is. I don't like my father no more. I left my father because I want to be with this woman. And that's what it really has been. And now this whole time you've been picking on your dad, beating up on your dad for no fucking reason because you think you're so much bigger and badder than him, pretty much tearing y'all family apart just because I want to be a Rhea Ripley. Not Zelina Vega, because I want to be a Rhea Ripley. I mean, come on now. And let's dive a little deeper. I mean, what are, Mexicans, Latinos, Spanish people are known for sticking together and being family oriented, right? They're known for this. So why would you write a storyline where they're clearly the family is broken up and they're fighting each other? And you see to even involve the family, and notice that in this storyline, they keep involving family. Like, notice that the mom is there, the daughter is there, and they keep splitting it up, and Dominic keep acting. And you want to know something else? Dominic is weak. Like, Dominic is not even good. He's weak. He's always getting his ass beat in the ring, but we'll push Dominic harder than we push Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is a legend. This man was on the cover of 2K last year, but now we're going to treat him like he's garbage and keep letting his son punk him out and bitch him out. When you know damn well Rey Mysterio can whoop Dominic's ass. Look how buff Rey Mysterio is. That man is buff. Raven said John Cena versus Austin Theory is the first match at WrestleMania this year. It is. You know I'll be checking that match out. Cena probably gonna take this one. Psyche said it's as though the CEO's kids wrote this shit. Yeah, it's so simple, man. I'm telling you, the writing is so basic and simple. That's why it's so predictable. Just like in that Cody Rhodes match on Raw. Like, look how Cody needed help. Like, look how, oh, this happened. Here comes the Usos, and then here comes Sammy and them right behind them to beat them up and get rid of them so Cody can win. over Solo, which basically gave Solo like his first win. Hold on. I mean his first loss. They need to give Money AD the title shot too. I know, right, man? I be out here pushing the facts, man. I be out here spitting the real. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a few other people out here that be saying the little things that I say, but not like how I do it. Not like how I say it and do it. I know, and I watch plenty of wrestling people on YouTube. Plenty of them. The Rock has to return to WrestleMania 39. Yeah, I heard that, man. People are still saying that. People are saying that The Rock has a slight chance of showing up. And then they're in Hollywood, right? And The Rock stays out there. So hey, that can happen. That can happen now. I'm starting to think it might. I don't know. Especially if Roman lose and then The Rock comes out and just be like, like tries Roman or something. I don't know. So he said he will put the Romania on another level. The Rock has held Cody. So you think he'll come out and help him win? Which hey, I don't know. That'd be shocking too. I know I'll keep my eye on it. I think a lot of people will, to be honest with you. Considering ditching them to the Japanese circuit, is that any good? I haven't really been watching it too much. I heard it's kind of decent though. I mean, from what I heard from other people, I heard it was pretty decent. I haven't really been watching it too much myself. They have Dominic Mysterio acting hard like he is about that life. Right. Dominic is clearly not about that life, right? Clearly not. And I got tired of seeing that, Raven. I agree with you, bro. I got tired of seeing Rey Mysterio get beat up and punked out by his son. Like, I'm sorry. Like, why is nobody else going through this? Why is it Rey Mysterio? And then you see what was going on. You see, Joe, they were literally doing the same thing every week. Literally every week, they were doing the same thing. Rey would have a match. Dominic would intervene. Dominic would come in his face, punk him out, hit him. Rey does nothing. And they did that for like 2 weeks. 2 months straight. And then Rey finally snapped to hit him back. And to be honest with y'all, I don't even like that much. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like that it took Dominic to get in front of their faces before he, his mother and his sister's faces before he actually snapped. Because I feel like that's making it look like, oh, it took a woman to make him do it. Like, it shouldn't take a woman to make you stand up for yourself and be a man to your son. And that's what I didn't like about that part either. You basically made Rey look like, oh no, he's messing with my wife. Now I have to do something. But you weren't going to do nothing all of those weeks and months when he was punking you out in your face. So you're not going to do nothing then. But once he does a little something with your wife and your daughter, now you snap. See, that kind of makes him look weak. He should have been snapped. I mean, look how they play Edge. Remember what they was doing with Edge? Why was they making Edge look like he was more of a father figure doing the right thing than Rey Mysterio? Now, tell me I'm lying if I'm not. Remember Edge? Edge was actually really trying to put the boot in his ass, which is what you should have did. That's what you do to your motherfucking son when he start acting out of control like that. You put your motherfucking foot up his ass. That's what you do. You don't let your son run around and do that. Oh, but Edge was finna do it. Edge was finna do it, right? Boy, he was finna do it like lightning, right? But Rey Mysterio can't do it. He can't even do it, even though that's his son. Dom needs some acting classes. I think Dominic is funny though. I think the best thing about Dominic is that he's funny. Like, he is kind of comical, but yeah, he's not the best actor though. But he's funny though. He do make me laugh sometimes. They might save the goods for next year when it's time for the 40th one. I hope so, because the way it's going, I don't even know if I'm gonna be watching this too much more after WrestleMania. I don't know, man. He said, yes, hey, I don't care about how many tattoos Dominic Mysterio gets. You can't convince me he is tough, right? And then you see it was all for Ripley. You basically dropped your whole family, including your father, who never did nothing wrong to you. Basically said F them for Rhea. Just like Sammy, you basically dropped the bloodline, dropped that whole crew who never did anything wrong to you, just so you can be in a bro love relationship with Kevin Owens, who obviously doesn't really like you. Wow. Cody Rhodes will be new family of The Rock. I know. I remember you saying that before, man. The Rock and Cody Rhodes will be new border, oh, new brothers. Jacob. I remember you saying that, man, and I remember that was like a week ago. You came in and you said that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Cody Rhodes joined the Bloodline." Now that sounds crazy. That'd be wild, man. That'd actually be pretty damn funny and hilarious, dude. It's Cody Rhodes in the Bloodline. Cody in the Bloodline. That should be fucking hilarious. Oh man. It's like the Madden cover curse with the wrestling games, though. When they put a wrestler on the cover of the game, they get shaft on the TV matches. I know, right? And John Cena is on the cover of 2K, right? So it's like, is John Cena really gonna lose this match? Really? Really? I don't know. I don't know. Batista is not Hall of Fame. Is he? He not? I think Batista should be in the Hall of Fame. He not in the Hall of Fame? I didn't know. I think he should. Ray is turning his son into one of the biggest heels in the business. One of the few good things going on right now, in my opinion. I mean, it's okay. Like I said, him acting like it's okay, but I don't know. It's still kind of weak, and I don't really like how Rey Mysterio has to keep getting embarrassed through this. Like, let's be honest, is Rey even gonna win this match? Like, I don't know. 9 times out of 10, I think Dominic could pull some stuff where, like always, where the Judgment Day just cheat and just screw Ray over. I'm still looking on that for that Rey Mysterio heel turn for those who remember that prediction in the past. I'm still waiting on Rey Mysterio to join Karrion Cross. Yeah, I said it. WWE 2K24 The Rock. That could happen. That could happen. Cody Rhodes wants to bring back the Wing Eagle Championship from the Attitude Era once he wins the World Championship. Oh yeah, I remember that title. I remember that. I definitely remember the Eagle Championship. But let me go ahead and get into my last little topic because I could have definitely kept going on why people might say that Triple H is racist. I think I left some pretty good points. And if you pay attention to what's really going on in wrestling, I think it's some people that might agree. Like, yeah, some things are definitely funny, and what's going on is obviously kind of true. I mean, just look. Just look what I mean. Look at that tag team between Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Ricochet had IC title. Ricochet was doing it big. Now you're comparing Ricochet to Logan Paul when clearly Ricochet is the bigger worker and the better athlete. Now you got Ricochet teamed up with Braun Strowman, and this team really is just for Braun Strowman. Honestly, it's just for him to continue to have something to do so he can push back into a singles in the future. Like this, it's all about clout chasery, and yes, that can happen with Braun. Hulk Hogan must return WWE Challenge Roman Reigns undisputed championship. You said Hulk Hogan should return. That'd be wild. That'd be wild. I don't even know what Hulk Hogan is doing right now. Like, what has he been doing lately? Because I don't know. Triple H be giving out some serious. Triple H be giving out some serious Dog the Bounty Hunter vibes. Oh man, I remember that dude. I forgot all about that guy, that bounty hunter dude. But all right, I'm gonna make this quick, man. So the last part of this, man, is people doing and saying anything for attention. I'm seeing more and more of this, man, and I just want people to know, like, just try your best to build yourself up and do what's best for yourself. If you really want attention so bad, just do what's right and they'll come. I'm seeing too many people just doing anything and whatever just to be seen and heard, and that's sad. That's sad when you get to the point in your life where you will just literally do anything just to be seen and heard and going out of outrageous, drastic, manipulative lie tactics just to be seen and heard. We need to work more on ourselves and build ourselves up. And maybe people might notice you. Get people to like you for what's real and doing something right, not just any random, goofy, stupid shit just to get attention. Because it's true, man. In this world, people will do anything for attention, man. They will do and say any lie and come on here and do anything just to be seen and just to be heard. And I find that sad. It shows you the times that we are reflecting in. It shows you how we're becoming further and further away, but at the same time, we're wanting and still needing things. And now people are just to the point where they'll do and say anything just to be seen and just to be heard. They don't even care anymore about if it's right or wrong, or what I'm doing is right, or if it's correct, or if it's making any sense, or if it's helping. They don't care about that stuff. Most people don't care about that no more. And that's why the world is becoming a worse place, because the people are not getting better. And the people do not want to stick to the truth and move forward in the right direction. Like they said, the truth is hard. It's a tough pill to swallow. But you got to be strong to get through the truth in order to make things better. That's why they want you to stay so much in non-reality, so you will never understand the truth. Because the only way you will ever fix yourself and fix this world is if you understand the truth and if you stand by it. If you keep doing the opposite and doing whatever, thinking nobody is watching over you or looking at you, you're just adding to the problem, and you're not being strong and consistent. So I'm just encouraging people that, again, work on yourself, do the right thing, tell the truth, help others, try to teach the world, be there, really try to educate people, like help people that you see doing the right thing, man. And let's try to lift this and let's try to build this up. Let's try to build up positivity and doing the right thing. And maybe we won't see so much of just people just doing anything, because there's people out here that can really help this world and that can really push people in the right direction and really get things up right. But for some odd reason, those are the people we don't want to listen to or care about. And then we look at it, and no wonder the world is getting more toxic and evil and liar and fake and hypocritical and biased and racist and sexist and all of these other things that's clearly going on wrong with the world. If y'all people don't change, well, guess what? It's going to get worse. And when you hit rock bottom and when you fall and crash, guess how the world treats you? Because they're going to act exactly how you did. And this is facts. I hope people get a message from this. And I try to mix it up a little bit. I want to talk about. I will be here tomorrow to do SmackDown. I'll do my show tomorrow. Hulk Hogan has challenged Cody Rhodes WWE Championship. You said, don't Hulk Hogan got cancer? I don't know. I haven't really been hearing anything about him lately, to be honest. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Miz. Ain't The Miz supposed to be the host this year? I wonder what embarrassments they gonna have in their shit for him. I wonder. Because they've been doing The Miz pretty bogus too. Psyche said, Psyche soap in the soap slippers. Hey, what up, Silent? What's popping, bro? Hello, everyone. Good to see you, Silent. How you doing, my man? Good to see you. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns has come back. You said what? Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns has to come back. Oh, they have a comeback. I don't know. Right now, Seth Rollins, he's good. They got good things in for him. Roman, I'm not too sure about it. I think Roman is finna lose this title, and I think he is finna be gone for a while, I think. And that's why the WWE is going to have to change, because if it keeps going down this road, it's finna get pretty damn boring and predictable like AEW. AEW is boring as shit. And then I'm mad because they took a lot of the wrestlers I like away, or they're just not giving them TV time. I mean, it's still a few there I like, but overall, this is pretty damn boring and predictable, man. And some people are right too. It's something up with big men in AEW too, where they act like they don't give a damn about big men. I'm seeing that more and more. It's like big men get treated like crap in AEW, but they're the big men. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they got to be monsters, just like with Omos. I'm not saying Omos has to win every single time. I do believe in balances and feuds, even though we don't really see that anymore. That's why the storytelling is becoming so garbage, because there's no balance. There's really no clapback. It's just the same repeated stuff happening over and over to make the same people look good. That's clearly what's going on right now. And it's been happening month after month, month after month, month after month. So I don't know why people think this is going to change after WrestleMania. This shit ain't going to change. You know, it's just like a person that does you wrong. If a person keeps doing you wrong every time you meet them, every time you see them, they keep doing you wrong, doing you dirty. Why in the world in your mind would you think one day they'll start treating you right? That's a clear definition of stupidity. That's the clear definition of stupidity. This motherfucker been treating me bogus as fuck for I don't know how fucking long, but now all of a sudden, magically, I'm supposed to believe this person likes me and cares about me. That's stupid as hell. That's like the same thing that happened with the shit that happened 2 years ago, but I'm not even gonna get into that. And I'm talking about medical shit right now. Because that was another perfect example. These mugs ain't never care if you couldn't afford your health care or nothing. They ain't never give a damn, but magically they care. Shows you the intelligence level of the people. It shows you how most people are just not that intelligent. And what makes it so sad is they get jealous and hateful as fuck when they see other people with real intelligence. And that's why the world is becoming fucked up too. Anybody who really got real sense, real intelligence, people hate on. People hate on. Sad world we living in. The Miz of the Eyes. That's funny as hell. The Miz of the Eyes. Ah, the Shield come back to WWE. I mean, man, that's pretty much done, right? Because John Moxley, he's doing his thing, right? He's doing his thing right now. So I don't think he's ever coming back to WWE. He's pretty favored right now. I don't know about this new group that he got with Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. I don't know. That group, I don't know. I feel like that group is a wannabe Shield. What y'all think about that? That new group that John Moxley got. Don't y'all think that's a wannabe Shield? How they come out in the audience, how they wear all black. You see what I'm saying? Psyche said Money AD is gonna create a hostile takeover like the NWO. Shit, we need a takeover, man. People like me need to get pushed up so things can get better. The more we push the same old ideologies and the same old brainwashing stuff they want to force down your heads, the more we're gonna stay behind as people. We should be moving forward and evolving and expanding. We shouldn't be sitting in the same ass spot doing the same shit, moving backwards and acting like we don't understand obvious things. Yeah, people like me should be pushed to the fucking clouds because I actually care about other people. Most people don't. Most people don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. That's why most of them can't break down shit like me. You got to have a care about people before you can learn how to really analyze and break shit down and know things for what they truly are. You have to care. You have to care, but that doesn't happen. You know, we live in a world where people only care about themselves and how many views and clicks they can get. They don't give a fuck about right and wrong. I could clearly see that, you know, and it's sad. You know, I wish people would do better. I wish it, because this world is so fucking cruel, man. This world is cruel as hell, but we try our best to get through it, you know. But at the same time, we know it's not getting better, and we know the people are not getting better, you know. We got to try hard. We got to put effort in to make things better. If we don't keep trying and trying to uplift the people that really matter, then we just gonna keep sinking like a damn Titanic in this motherfucker. Just like wrestling. Look how bad wrestling is getting now. These people can sit here and say, oh, it's great. No, it's not. Wrestling is not. It's nowhere good as what it used to be. This is not great, man, to be honest. And if I wasn't a fan, I would have been turned it off. But since I'm a fan of wrestling, I'm like, let me come out here and tell people what's really going on in the wrestling world. And because everybody else, especially these bigger YouTube channels, they're just going to tell you the basic obvious things that the writers want you to think. They ain't going to tell you the reasons why it's being written. They just going to tell you what they want you to think that's being written. For real. That sunlight made me dumber than a doorknob. Damn, man. For real though, like I be really saying some real shit. That wanna be Shield group ain't gonna never go platinum. I know that's been so crazy. Watching John Moxley and his new group, it's been a little wild. I tell you that. The WWE needs the Taliban. Make it interesting. Money AD, right? Message. All right, y'all. It's almost at the hour point. I hope y'all enjoyed this little stuff. I ain't been on here in a little minute, so I just wanted to put something a little different out. I will be back tomorrow, to do the SmackDown. Hopefully, I could do the live stream. I'll definitely be here for both nights of Raw. I mean, WrestleMania. But like I said, I might not do both days, like the whole. Well, I'm gonna do both days, but might not do the whole show. I'll probably do the last 2 hours, give people an extra hour, but I'm still gonna do both shows. So. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you guys for chatting it up with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope my words really meant something to some people out here because I mean what I say, man. I really mean what I say. Hate it or love it. You know what I'm saying? Hate it or love it. The underdog's on top. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at the end of the day. I just try to do the best that I can. But all right. Much love to y'all. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.